In an awe-inspiring feat of technology, Intuitive Machines' robot lander named Odysseus gently landed on the moon's surface on February 22nd. This historic accomplishment not only marks the first time a privately developed spacecraft has landed on the moon, but also signals the return of US lunar exploration after more than 50 years. Named Nova-C, this remarkable lander touched down in the mysterious south polar regions of the moon as part of the IM-1 mission. Despite initial suspense, confirmation of the successful landing came through, although with a tense delay of about 15 minutes as controllers eagerly awaited a signal from Odysseus. Here are all the latest updates about this mission. The journey of the spacecraft from Earth to the moon was a remarkable feat. It traveled through space until it reached just the right spot where the moon's gravity would grab hold of it, putting it in a steady orbit. Now, hovering about 57 miles above the moon's surface, the spacecraft captured stunning pictures of the gray, desolate landscape below. It revealed rugged terrain with deep craters and towering hills casting long shadows. This crucial moment set the stage for a historic event, the upcoming landing on Thursday evening. Finally, the mission was celebrated as a triumph, the first time an American spacecraft had touched down on the moon since Apollo 17 in December 1972, and the very first by a private company. But the journey to the surface was a nerve-wracking experience filled with uncertainty. It demanded quick thinking and clever solutions to avoid disaster. This served as a stark reminder of the immense risks involved in space exploration, even after more than 50 years since humans first set foot on the lunar surface. On Friday, Intuitive Machines, the company behind the lander, reassured everyone that their spacecraft was doing well. They reported that it was communicating effectively with ground controllers and sending back valuable scientific data while recharging its batteries with solar power. However, on Thursday afternoon, as the spacecraft prepared for its descent, a major problem arose. The sensors on board the Nova-C spacecraft, nicknamed Odysseus, malfunctioned. Without these crucial sensors, the spacecraft couldn't navigate the rough lunar terrain below. It was like trying to drive a car with no headlights in the dark. Desperate to solve the problem, ground controllers made a quick decision. They commanded the 14-foot-tall spacecraft, resembling a phone booth on stilts, to orbit the moon one more time. This extra loop around the moon was their last hope to fix the issue before attempting the landing. The delay was nerve-wracking for everyone involved, but it was necessary to ensure the safety and success of the mission. This mission, part of NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services program, represented a bold new approach to space exploration. Instead of NASA owning and operating the spacecraft, it hired commercial companies to do the job. This risky venture aimed to reduce the cost of lunar exploration and pave the way for future manned missions to the moon as part of NASA's Artemis program. Intuitive Machines had a monumental task ahead, fueled by a $118 million contract from NASA as part of the Commercial Lunar Payload Services program. However, recent setbacks in the program, including a failed mission by Astrobotic due to propulsion issues, added immense pressure. Now, with Odysseus facing sensor malfunctions crucial for finding a safe landing spot, the mission hung in the balance. Yet, hope persisted as ground controllers scrambled to utilize a backup plan, a 33-pound instrument developed by NASA dubbed the Navigation Doppler LiDAR (NDL). Unlike its intended experimental role, this instrument would now take center stage, employing laser technology to gauge velocity and distance during descent. It was a groundbreaking leap from the days of relying on large radars or astronaut intuition during the Apollo era. Led by Glenn Hines at NASA's Langley Research Center, the NDL's innovation lay in its precision and efficiency. Instead of traditional radar, it utilized pulses of laser light, offering unprecedented accuracy in guiding the spacecraft to its lunar destination. This advancement promised to relieve future crews of the burden of manual navigation, enhancing safety and efficiency in lunar missions. As Odysseus continued its lunar orbit, ground controllers raced against time to develop and implement a software patch. This patch would redirect the NDL's readings to the spacecraft's computer, bypassing the faulty primary navigation system. The pressure was palpable as the mission unfolded live on NASA's website, with Intuitive Machines Director of Communications Josh Marshall describing the tense improvisation unfolding some 240,000 miles from Earth. With the landing window approaching and the spacecraft's engine firing for 11 critical minutes, the tension reached its peak. As the clock ticked past the designated landing time of 6:24 p.m., uncertainty loomed. Had Odysseus safely touched down? Or had it succumbed to the unforgiving lunar landscape? "We are in standby mode," Marshall announced, his voice tinged with anticipation. Checking antenna reception, he updated the team shortly afterward. 2 minutes past the scheduled landing time, Mission Director Tim Crane prompted his team to review their logs, seeking to confirm the last known information to determine if there was a communication issue. A few minutes later, Crane addressed his team again, acknowledging the spacecraft's excellent pitch and yaw control during descent, but noting a slight roll excursion. Was it possible the craft had landed at an angle? As they speculated about the spacecraft's fate, efforts to re-establish communication intensified. Then, approximately 10 minutes after the designated landing time, Crane delivered the long-awaited news. "Signs of life," he declared. "We have a signal we are tracking." Though faint, the signal was undeniable confirmation of success. Moments later, Crane's announcement was met with jubilant applause as the team celebrated with historic achievement. Intuitive Machines had opted to delay the landing by 2 hours to conduct an additional lunar orbit, a decision that proved crucial. The company identified issues with the laser rangefinders on the lander, prompting controllers to upload a software patch enabling the use of NASA's Doppler LiDAR payload as a substitute. This payload, originally intended for technology demonstration, emerged as the primary system for providing velocity and altitude data during the landing. Odysseus embarked on its journey on February 15th aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9, which positioned the spacecraft on its trajectory to the moon. Following a commissioning maneuver to test its engines, the craft underwent 2 trajectory correction maneuvers before entering low lunar orbit on February 21st. The significance of the moment cannot be overstated. It marked the first landing on the moon by a privately developed spacecraft and the first soft landing by an American craft since Apollo 17 in December 1972. The IM-1 mission, conducted under NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services (CLPS) program, carried 6 payloads aimed at technology demonstrations. These included a navigation Doppler LiDAR, a navigation beacon, a radio frequency fuel tank gauge, and a camera to study dust plumes kicked up by the lander's engine. Additionally, NASA payloads included a laser retroreflector and a radio astronomy instrument highlighting the mission's multifaceted scientific objectives. IM-1 wasn't just a NASA endeavor, it symbolized a collaborative effort encompassing various stakeholders beyond the realm of traditional space exploration. Among these contributors were Columbia Sportswear, whose material used in jackets was repurposed to test its insulating properties for a propellant tank. This innovative partnership between fashion and aerospace hinted at the diverse applications of space technology. Additionally, Galactic Legacy Labs and Lone Star Data Holdings entrusted valuable data archives to the lander, highlighting the growing significance of lunar missions in preserving and transmitting information. The inclusion of 2 small astronomical cameras by the International Lunar Observatory Association underscored the mission's broader scientific objectives, emphasizing the importance of lunar observation in expanding our understanding of the universe. Artist Jeff Koons' participation added a touch of creativity to the mission, with his artwork Moon Phases serving as a testament to the fusion of art and science in space exploration. This symbolic gesture reflected the profound impact of human creativity and imagination in shaping our exploration of the cosmos. However, perhaps the most ambitious non-NASA payload was Eagle Cam, a project spearheaded by students at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. The student-led initiative epitomized the spirit of innovation and ingenuity, showcasing the potential of young minds to contribute meaningfully to space exploration. Designed to capture images of the lander's touchdown from a unique perspective, Eagle Cam represented a testament to the power of education and hands-on learning in inspiring the next generation of space explorers. Despite the remarkable achievements of IM-1, the journey to lunar success was fraught with challenges and setbacks. The failures of previous private missions, such as the Bearsheet lander and Hakuto RM-1, underscored the inherent risks and complexities associated with lunar exploration. However, these setbacks served as valuable learning experiences, highlighting the importance of resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity. NASA's commitment to the shots-on-goal approach demonstrated its willingness to embrace risk and innovation in pursuit of its lunar exploration goals. This forward-thinking mindset, coupled with the dedication of industry partners and stakeholders, laid the groundwork for continued progress and advancements in space exploration. Ultimately, IM-1 represented more than just a successful lunar landing. It embodied the collective efforts of diverse individuals and organizations united in their quest to push the boundaries of human knowledge and exploration. As humanity continues to journey into the cosmos, the lessons learned from missions like IM-1 will serve as guiding beacons, illuminating the path forward towards a future among the stars. So, what are your thoughts on Intuitive Machines' insane moon landing? Share with us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, show us some love by hitting that like button and leaving a comment down below. Also, if you're a fan of all things technology, be sure to check out this other video we've got lined up for you. It's packed with all the latest news, tips and tricks to keep you ahead of the curve.